Hey everybody, welcome to our Walk and Talk. Today coming to you live from EPCOT at Walt Disney World. My name is Stevie. In the studio, the man in the park is Jeremiah. How you doing, Jeremiah?
I'm doing quite well, Doobie. How are you doing?
I am doing very well. Now, as our Walt Disney World historian, please tell us, why did we choose to go to EPCOT today?
Because Benji told me to go to. 55 years ago today at actually 2 p.m. here on the East Coast. So right as we are wrapping up, it'll be the exact 55th anniversary of Roy O. Disney presenting Walt's last film, the Epcot, the Florida Project video that we've all seen, to politicians and businesses here in Florida to propose the idea of what was at that time Epcot, the experimental prototype community of tomorrow, with a theme park. And now we are theme parks well, we got a small town. Golden Oak is kind of a townish thing.
Yes.
But yeah, 55 years ago today.
Awesome. So, in honor of that, we are visiting Walt Disney's experiment and we are going to tour it with you. If you have anything in particular you'd like to see, let us know. We'll be sure to show you. But in the meantime, it looks like we're in Norway right now.
We are. Do you have a preference of where we're going? Do you want to do World Showcase, come out the other side?
We always make sure we get World Showcase done. Let's go the other way. Let's make sure we see some Future World today.
Okay, that's kind of what I was thinking, especially with the Xandarian ship in front of Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind looking pretty complete. It was really, I hadn't seen it, and then I walked up, and that was just wait, I'm going to take this in for a little bit.
For sure. So yes, Mr. Bob Newell, we are going this way. We're not even worried about World Showcase so much today. We can hear him. Can you make sure we can see him as we pass
I was
by?
just Mariachi Cobre. They have been performing here since 1982 when Epcot opened. And almost as important,
Mariachi Donald.
Yes, with his great costume. He recently returned along with some other characters that we'll be showcasing on our site a little bit later on. So make sure you stay tuned for that.
Awesome. Yeah, characters coming back. So much coming back to the parks these days. Got parades returning soon. I think February 22nd, if I recall.
I believe so.
Castle show. So awesome.
Yeah, it's going full swing out here. We're heading back to the normalcy of the theme parks.
Mr. Bob Newell asking any chance of a visit by the Jameters. If we have the chance to do that, we'll definitely take some time to watch the Jameters.
They perform, I believe their next set was at 1:30. I walked by them and saw them, so we can definitely head over that way if you want to keep track of the time, Doobie.
Yep. 25 minutes away. Hello, Rebecca the Fifth, our queen from Atlanta. So I know around the country right now, Jeremiah, it is cold. Judging by all these shorts I see, what's it like there in Florida right now?
It is warm. It is, I want to say it's about 74. And I was just up in Maine where I experienced for the first time ever negative 10 degrees. So I completely understand how everybody feels and hope everybody is safe and warm.
And, if you want to get away from that kind of weather, come on down to Florida. Look at this. Look outside and then look at this and tell me where you'd rather be.
Well, I believe tomorrow or the next day it's supposed to get up to the 80s. So, yeah, I have shorts on for the first time in quite a few weeks, and it's very nice. But at the same time, I will definitely say that I understand what it feels like to be cold. Thank you, Laughing Place, for that update.
77 degrees. As we're walking, Mike Mack has a question. You had any good Festival of the Arts food, Jeremiah?
Today, I finally had what I've been dying to have since the Festival of the Arts started. I had my grilled cheese and tomato soup.
Yay, didn't have to wait with all those Figment popcorn peeps. There's Minnie.
Yep, Minnie is out at the gazebo. She's been out here for a little while, so it's great to see her back. But yeah, Joy is back. and Vanellope in the Imagination Institute exit. So
I got a correction in Slack. Thank you, Tony. The Festival of Fantasy? No, I forgot the name of it.
Festival of the Arts?
No, the parade.
Oh, yes, Festival of Fantasy.
Festival of Fantasy Parade returns on March 9th. Thank you, Tony.
I love these canvases. Like, I'm a huge Haunted Mansion fan, but I'm not a huge, just Hitchhiking Ghost. But the way they did this with the different shapes, it's just amazing.
Those are cool. Who did those? Tom Matusek.
Thank you.
Yes, the Festival of the Arts is still going on. It goes through
the end of this month?
No, it doesn't go all the way to the end.
It's a short month.
Goes through, man, this is terrible. I'm bad at my job. And I could have just looked it up before I decided to speak.
No, why do that? This shows that we are live. I can't.
February 21st. February 21st. Festival of the Arts runs through.
So almost the end of the month. Yes. They are getting ready for Flower and Garden. Of course, as Doobie was saying about the weather. That one's neat. It's National Geographic.
Now, that fell from a tree, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it happens in Florida. The 2 days it gets cold.
No, I will say. Oh, hang on, got it. Let's all take a moment. Enjoy.
At least there's a breeze.
There is definitely a breeze.
Oh, that's the 50th. Yes, Festival of the Arts runs through February 21st, and then just about a week off, and then March 2nd starts Flower and Garden.
Yeah, we're definitely getting back in the swing, and it's also nice that we're heading into Flower and Garden because around the U.S. everybody has been experiencing freezing weather. Florida probably for the first time that I can ever remember experienced below freezing weather. I believe it was 24 here this weekend. And you can tell, as I was driving and walking through the parks, you can see what is normally very green grass over there is not the greenest.
That is an interesting sight in Florida. Get some pictures of that for the update, because that looks like the grass around where I live.
Oh yeah, there were palm trees along the drive-in that I don't know if they will make it.
1 week of cold.
He's just like you, Danny.
Beautiful, sparkling white spaceship Earth right there.
Yeah, speaking of things that aren't normal to Florida, these trees up here are very, very dry.
Yeah. And Flower and Garden will be going on for quite a while. March, 3 months.
Yeah.
4 months. 4 months. 4 solid months. Wow. That's a lot. Ending on the 4th of July, which is interesting.
Mm-hmm. And then almost I think it's 2 weeks later, Food and Wine kicks in. So there's no longer that summer break that used to be there.
Food and Wine kicks. Yeah. Why am I doing this? You guys are out there. If someone knows if Food and Wine dates are released on our team, let me know. I'm focusing on being live.
I'm glad you're live, Doobie.
Mr. Bob Newell keeping us updated. It's now 1:10.
Thank you, Mr. Bob Newell.
So we are in Future World now. I believe we're going to check out Guardians of the Galaxy /run.
Nope. Close.
What's it? Guardians of the Galaxy Mission Rewind?
Cosmic Rewind.
Cosmic Rewind.
Mission Breakout, Cosmic Rewind. It has taken me a while to get that, so let's not start messing me up. The beacons of magic that I was so like, look how unique I am, and now I'm like, beacons of magic. Nope, beacons of light.
Is that test track on our right? I'm trying to feel where we are.
It is.
Is it running?
It is. We'll try to catch it. Hey!
I love the sound like every 15 seconds of one of those cars zooming by.
A couple of weeks ago, I had friends in town, and we were going to try to do it, and it was down. And they walk up, like, how do you know it's down? And it's just silent. I was like, how do I know it's down? The new eatery coming along quite well. Hopefully that will be open before summer.
That's an electric umbrella replacement?
Yes.
It doesn't have a name yet, does it?
It does.
Tony? Oh, this is a nice view of Mission Space. Green and orange.
If only there was a rocket launching like they did.
Yeah, we have watched a rocket launch from this spot going over Mission Space. That's pretty cool.
I saw my first like full rocket launch 2 weeks ago when I was watching Harmonious. Kind of just turned to the left and saw the rocket go, and that was a sight. Because I've seen brief like glimpses of rockets go, but I've never gotten to watch one go from inner space to outer space.
And then there is the Disney Play Pavilion.
At least we think.
I mean, it's been announced. It hasn't officially been unannounced, right?
Correct, and it's still in the preview center, the EPCOT experience, but there has not been any update. I mean, they definitely touched it up. Here, I have a collar so I can do this. It looks better than it has in decades.
It's the former Wonders of Life, and then it just became a festival center for many years.
Yes. There's our...
That thing is humongous, all right? Seeing it come out of nowhere like that, where you don't see it and then you see it, that gives it some scope.
Yeah, and other than seeing brief pictures that Mac had taken and the Parks blog had put up, I hadn't gotten to see it. And I know that there's been, this may shock you, there's been some not favorable I'm still defrosting. Not favorable thoughts on it because everybody thinks how they can make mountains float and you can't tell, but they can't make a ship float. And it's docked, and that's what that structure is holding it up. So,
wow. Okay, that makes perfect sense. It's docked. It doesn't have to float.
It was fun when I was walking up the ladder in the front. One of the construction workers was walking up into it. So,
did he fly it?
No, I think it's locked down right now. But it was, you can see it's pretty large. I mean, it's a one-person fighter, and it could definitely fit one person in there.
Very cool. And that person would be Chris Pratt?
No, Rocket actually flew it in the... Oh. Did Rocket fly it in the first one? No, I don't believe the wrong person.
So. If Mac is still listening...
I'm sure Mac is thinking the same thing. Like, wait, who? No.
I have one word to say, and I'm just going to say it completely out of context. Technically. Okay. And this is, of course, the former University of Energy.
Correct, which they keep repainting.
Looks very different now.
Yeah, I have no clue what color they're going with, because at one point it was all brown, and then it's been black and brown, and they're repainting this gray. So
I like the sound effects.
It is pretty amazing. I walked up and I was like, "Oh, look, planters! They moved the wall." Nope, these planters were put here for the crane, and the wall is still there.
All right, we have breaking news from Mike Mack. Rocket was flying the Milano at the time. Those ships were only flown by the Nova Corps.
That's what I thought. But what was... I'm trying to think of what ship that everybody was flying that got into the Dark Aster. I said Aster.
Do we have a translator out there that can help me with this stream? Mr. Bob Mills says it's unusual to see these workers during the day. They do a lot of work during the day, don't they?
Yes. It's no longer the old days where, Walt would send out his minions to paint Main Street during the after hours, and then they'd wake up and everything would be fine. There was somebody washing a window when I came in.
All right, so my wife makes a comment. The Milano, named after the actress who inspired the look of The Little Mermaid. Now, I have two things to say there. One, TIL, The Little Mermaid was based on Alyssa Milano. I had no idea. And two, are you being serious, Rebecca, or are you making a joke?
There is a pen that was released today or yesterday for the 35th anniversary of Voyage of the Little Mermaid.
Oh, cool. That means it's officially still open if it's having a 35th anniversary.
That's kind of my thought, but I'm not saying a word.
All right, fun fact. Oh, Mike Mack says she is correct. That is who it is named after. Awesome.
Yes, it is named after, not the cookie, the actress.
Fun fact, Alyssa Milano and I went to the same high school at the same time. But she was an actress, so she was never there. But yeah, we both went to the same high school.
Was that when she was in Who's the Boss?
It would have been around that time. I don't know if it was after it or during it. But I think probably during it. I think she was a couple of grades behind me. Literally never saw her, but I know she was at the school. I know she was enrolled at the school.
Yeah, really, Alyssa Milano has done. She's known for three things: Who's the Boss, the Witches of Eastwick TV show, and a ship named after her in Guardians of the Galaxy.
It was fun walking under Spaceship Earth there, and you could see the wind tunnel that it creates.
I was holding on to Ward a little bit tight because he was fun. I'm still waiting for somebody to have a heart attack and start trying to correct me on my TV show trivia.
Was she not in Witches of Eastwick?
No, it was
she was in
Charmed,
wasn't she?
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead. All right, so we're walking through Future World. We've gone under the wind tunnel. There you go. Charmed, Jeremiah. We've got about 11 minutes to get to the Jameters for Mr. Bob Newell. Hello, Tammy, our friend from down under.
Well, they are over by Imagination Institute, so we have right on schedule.
On schedule. Follow the monorail beam. They'll take you right there.
Well, they cut through water, so I can't do that.
So what's on our right now?
The Coral Reef Restaurant.
One of the most underrated restaurants in all of Disney World.
I do appreciate the ability to pick my own food as I sit there. It's always nice. Over here. Do you know where we are in EPCOT right now, Doobie?
Oh, World of Water?
It's not.
Kind of, but not exactly.
What is it? I don't know the names. I don't know the new names. I'm sorry.
World Nature.
World Nature. And what are the other three?
Discovery and Celebration.
And Showcase?
Well, yeah, Showcase.
You mispronounced overrated. What is... Oh, is he talking about the Jameters? Oh, we have a question. Are there new trash cans? Are you seeing new trash cans?
Nope, they're all the same.
Are these new?
They've been around for a while.
That's handy.
I love that Art of Disney is continuous till 9 p.m. or the Disney Pixar short is continuous till 9 p.m. It makes sense that an attraction is continuous till 9 p.m., but not so much a store.
Yeah, Art of Disney is a store, right?
Yes.
Oh, Mike Mack was referring to Coral Reef as being overrated.
I don't think that that's possible to be overrated because really coral reef is never in any topic of conversation, I feel.
He said, beautiful restaurant, but not good food. Now, he is the VP of drink here at LD, but not food. So I will disagree with him on that one vehemently.
The few times that I've eaten there, the food has been very good. I want to say that I ate there maybe about a year or so ago. So
Kyle thinks it's just rated. Not overrated, not underrated, just rated.
Oh, see, they changed up the art for...
Yeah.
Now it is the figment that they've done in the past.
It's just a place where you get to, it's free, right? You just get to, they assign you a color and a location, and then you get to go express yourself within those parameters.
Exactly. I will always laugh at that anytime I walk by there.
Rebecca says, it used to be a skip it location, but I have found solid in recent visits. Exactly. It's like Nine Dragons. The zeitgeist says it's not good, but it's actually pretty good. So
I really enjoy Nine Dragons.
So maybe Mac just needs to get back there. He's still got the zeitgeist from like 12 years ago in his head.
Was there a bet that you could put in zeitgeist more than once?
It's one of my favorite words.
So over there, the hill, which at first I thought that fence was up because the grass had died, but no, they're setting up the butterfly tent for Flower and Garden.
Flower and Garden, which is going to have some new stuff this year. It's going to have a Scentsy Scent Garden, which I'm looking forward to. I'm a huge fan of scents. Anyone that's my friend on Facebook knows.
Journey into Imagination with Figment, which if you've not seen the article on, I believe it's 10 things that you may not have known about Figment that we did a few days ago, it is definitely worth checking out, especially if you want to see a horrible picture of me.
Who wrote that article? Was it you?
No, it was our made-up person, Bill Smith, I think. I can't think of his actual name, but his last name is Smith.
Justin Smith? I'm not sure. Let's enjoy the jam.
Happy 50th anniversary. See you. Bye, birthday boy. Bye, Nemo. You too? How was that, Doobie?
That was beautiful. That was so much fun to watch.
I'll get your hat back from that one later on.
Amy liked them. She said, those guys are awesome. That large purple hat feels like something from Mrs. Nesbitt's collection. Who's Mrs. Nesbitt? Isn't that a monkey?
No, it's Mike Nesmith's mother.
Nesmith, not Nesbitt.
Oh, that's right. How can I tell that Tony is on the Laughing Place YouTube? That comment right there. Yeah.
I don't know, though. Someone gave a link to the 10 Figment facts, and that seems like something Rebecca would do.
Mrs. Nesbitt is Buzz in Toy Story 1 when he's lost his arm and he's in Sid's sister's room having the tea, the Darjeeling tea.
Darjeeling, my favorite tea, because it's the only one I know by name other than green.
You don't know Earl Grey?
I like his sandwich place.
Yep. Nothing but high-class stuff on this show, folks.
Check this out. This is the hat we're referring to.
See, I picture it more as you when you cosplay as Huggy Bear.
From Starsky and Hutch, yes.
Yep.
We're old. We are so old. All right, let's get back to the topic at hand. We're walking. What's on the right? What are they doing behind this tarp? I didn't mean look through.
Look, you can kind of see.
Yes, you can. What are they doing?
Again, flower and garden.
Okay.
This is the rose walk, so I'm guessing they're going back to planting, hopefully, some of the roses.
This is also where they normally have one of the playgrounds, isn't it?
Yes, but this was just a relaxation area earlier, where it's just people could come and sit. Now it's a fence. In case anybody is wondering.
Yeah, you would know if they were available because there'd be a long line throughout the park.
No, as I was coming in, somebody walked by with one, and I think I heard 3 different people ask, "Where'd you get that? Where'd you get that?"
Yeah, they won't be leaving that on a stroller while they go on a ride.
Ooh. I was thinking back to that first weekend where everybody had one.
Deconstructed. So they've still not done any daytime stuff with Harmonious, right?
Correct. Just the 50th art that's on there, which you can kind of see. It's still the blue, and then every now and then the 50 pops up on it. But there is a brand new shirt that matches the pin that was put out that we will have in a merchandise update later today.
Oh, awesome. Is there any buzz, any zeitgeist on whether or not the Figment buckets will be coming back?
When we had the media event and I had the opportunity to speak with the proprietor of the booth, there was no. The answer was no.
Okay. That's pretty unambiguous.
Well,
you still have that. Did you buy that?
I did. I have number 2 of 95.
Wow.
Yeah, I was. My friends encouraged me to purchase it while they were here, and just because of last year and the Indiana Jones incident with the art. So I decided yes. Well, somebody decided for me, really. And when they said, well, what number do you want? I was like, highest or lowest? And they came back from number 2. And I was like, okay, that is definitely a cool thing.
Jeremiah thing ever. So you mentioned a bit ago that we're going to have a merchandise update coming to show one of the new items. That's pretty cool.
Is he okay?
Harmonious T-shirt with all the languages. That's pretty cool. I like that.
I do. So this is the piece that I do own. I have thought about getting that to go along with it because he did these 4 different pieces. And 20,000 Leagues is one of my favorite films. So
when you go to Castaway Cay, do you make sure to go visit it?
Yes, and I'm glad that I did get a chance to visit it on my first time out there. Well, so my first time I went out there, and I had bought one of those plastic, lanyards for your phone. Mm-hmm. I was like, "Oh, I'll take pictures with my phone in there." Yeah, that didn't work at all. Like, I have one picture from under the water that came out. Like, I was about to probably drown myself trying to get these photos to work. And the second time I went with an actual water camera, and I have great pictures. And then I can't remember which hurricane it was that it hit that area. Pretty much all you can tell of the sub shell now is it's a piece of metal because the tail fin broke off because of the hurricane and it's shifting and everything. Yeah.
Who plays right there on the right in Canada now?
Alberta bound. Cool. And they are not anytime soon.
And then we've got the old Millennium Village. It's been 23 years.
I know it's strange. I mean, we were so used to that being the festival center after they stopped using the Wonders of Life Pavilion, and coming back into more of a normal time in the world, that became more of a special event that they could rent out. So that's why there isn't a designated festival center anymore.
We went on a cruise last year, and we made sure to go out and check out the sub. And it looked like a sub to me. Just saying.
We will compare pictures.
There's so many fish. If you want to see a bunch of fish, go to the sub. They just congregate around there. It's incredible.
So one of the things that I learned, and I love that we're on cruise line talk now.
And we're passing Twinnings Key.
Yes, and the Sportsman Shop, which has reopened.
Oh, there's an interesting question. Can you remember what it was? We'll get back there. Can you remember what it was before the Millennium Village?
It wasn't anything. It was built for that.
Okay. Was there anything in that space, or just empty space?
It was empty space bus loop, actually. But yeah, there was nothing there. And out here we have the amazing Carol Stein, who celebrated her 25 years, 35 years. It had to be more than 25 because she used to play at Pleasure Island, so I'm guessing 35 with the company. She used to be at Pleasure Island at the Comedy Warehouse. I'm the
because I was afraid to speak when I was just a lad. Me father gave me nose and teeth and told me I was bad. That one day I learned a word to save me and the nose. Oh, the biggest word we ever heard. This is how it goes. Ready? Even though the sound of it.
Can you say it backwards, Julie?
If you say it loud enough. Now he traveled all around the world and everywhere he went, he'd use a special word. They'd say, he's such a clever gent. When Dukes and Maharajas spend the time of day with me, I say me special word and then they ask me up for tea. I'm the lily, I'm the lie. I'm the lily, I'm the lie. Now, can anybody say supercalifragilisticexpialidocious?
Docious, Fragicalorufus? No.
Can you do it? It's George Sally Expedition Fragile Cali Rufus.
Indubitably.
Let's try it. George Sally. Expedition Fragile Cali Rufus.
Before Tony chimes in with this, that is actually not how to say it backwards. That is how the Sherman Brothers chose to say it backwards in the song. But if you watch or listen to the Broadway version, they actually say it correctly backwards.
Mary.
What?
Hopefully the tea garden returns for this year's flower and garden, where they used to take you through the garden and show you the different teas and the leaves, and then they would give you a sample of the tea at the end.
The different Twinings teas they have available there.
Yes.
How are the crowds today? How's it feel?
It does not feel like a Wednesday in February. It's been pretty busy. I mean, we didn't really have the January slowdown we have in the past. You know, the week after New Year's is a little bit slower, and then Marathon kicked in, and then usually right after Marathon, it slows down again until Valentine's Day, President's Day. But I think with everybody, you know, not doing anything for almost 2 years, the world has returned a little bit.
Pent up demand. So according to our wait time guide, a couple of the biggies are down right now. Frozen Ever After and Remy's Ratatouille Adventure. So that certainly creates some walkway crowds.
Yes. So not to spoil anything, because we're not going to. Did you get a chance to watch it yet?
I have not seen all of it. I've seen about half of it yet. So not a word. Anyway, not a word. But especially not a word because it affects me.
Yeah. If you don't know what we're talking about, one, you shouldn't be watching this live stream, because Book of Boba Fett is pretty much our lifeline right now. But it is just a beautiful day. I hope everybody's home being warm and can enjoy this nice view out here.
Yeah, I'm certainly enjoying it. I'm envious, but I'm enjoying it.
Yeah, but if you were here, you would just be riding that back and forth.
I can't. I want to ride that so much. So, crossing over the English Channel, heading to France. Not everybody's happy about it.
Nope. I don't know if you could pick up that there is a woman a few people ahead. I don't know where she bought this beer, but she has been walking with it and snapping pictures pretty much since UK that I've seen, and hasn't taken a sip of it. Just every couple of seconds, just.
Is the beer in the picture?
Yes, it is.
Oh,
it is just
cool.
The picture of the beer. Like, it's her beer around the world.
That's cool. She can go back and say, I had a beer in every country, but it was just a sip beer.
Yes, and not a sip of it, though.
So let's see if Remy's Ratatouille Adventure has reopened and check out the area.
I don't see a wait time up there. We can still walk back that way.
Yeah, it's the newest area. I have not yet been here.
Have you not?
No, I have not been here. I left. My last trip, I left like 2 days before it opened. My family got to ride it, but I did not.
Well, it's time that you come and leave them at home.
All right, so we're passing some trash cans. We want to know, are they pinned open? Or, because we've seen some that are open. Are they pinned open or just missing a lid, or what's going on?
So the trash cans, and if you want more information on trash cans, please visit magicaltrash.com. Because while we cover trash cans, we do not cover trash cans like they cover trash cans. So this is the new trash can for this area of the park. They are very similar to the ones found in Disneyland Paris or the Walt Disney Studios Park in Paris, near their Remy's Ratatouille adventure. Most of the lids are not pinned open. There are a few that still have them open, and they've also started putting in more of the flapless cans.
So they're just always open.
Yeah, it's just, it looks like they just can remove the lid area and stick in the little cutout. We'll see one of those, I'm sure, as we're walking.
Yeah, if we see a flapless can, let's get a good look at it, please.
Ooh, crepes line isn't that long.
Le Crêperie de Paris.
Oui, oui. Oh, that's over there.
And Remy's is down right now.
I don't think so.
No?
Actually, the line looks like it's pretty short. I mean, people are walking into the queue, and it seems to be moving. Oh, no, the wait time is down, but we'll walk up there a little bit closer and see what it looks like.
Now, as someone who is quite the world traveler, Jeremiah, does this make you feel like you're actually in France?
Yes. Sorry, the wait time sign literally just popped up.
Oh, so it's back up? Back up?
Yes.
Awesome.
Yeah, the buildings are very reminiscent of those around the Eiffel Tower. And this building is very reminiscent of the attraction in Paris. So, 95-minute wait. Even though, judging by the wait time, without like having done much of the waiting in there, that does not look like a 95-minute wait unless the lightning lane is very much backed up.
Well, they must have some pent-up lightning lane if they've been down for a bit. So, Vespa! Are you allowed to sit on the Vespas? Is there any indication they're not to be sat on?
This is a first. So this is something that I always attest is something that's hidden, but people say it's not. But I haven't gotten a confirmation from anybody in Imagineering. Is the miles? It's 5 2/10 or whatever it is in the metric system, but it is 52, which is 1952, the year Walt Disney Imagineering, or WED at the time, was founded. So.
That I am 50-50 on if that's a coincidence or not.
Yeah, the fact that it's 5'2", that is far too much effort for it just to be, we'll just put this number on there. This is my favorite Easter egg, the champagne bottles, 2007, 2014, 2021.
Yes. Which are?
Also, the sun is bleaching this pretty bad. 07 is the year of the film. 14 is the year of the attraction in Paris. And of course, 21 is the year of the attraction here.
Good thing they didn't design those for test track. They'd have been off by a couple of years.
Let's never talk about that again.
All right, remember, we're looking for flapless trash cans, getting a better look.
Absolutely.
Among other things.
No, I want to say out along the promenade, they have some of the new World Showcase flapless. I know in the entrance to the park, each of the World, I don't even know what we call them anymore. Each of the sections has some of the flapless and some of this regular one.
Mr. Bob Newell, is Skyliner the best free ride at Disney World? There's no real competition, right?
Yeah, I love the monorail, but Skyliner, you get to see some amazing sights.
I would put Skyliner first, but second, I would put the Friendship Boat, specifically on Crescent Lake and Hollywood Studios.
The slow boat to nowhere.
Love it so much. I could sit on there all day.
Here we'll walk through the arcade.
If you see Galaga, let's take a moment.
I was going to say Discs of Tron, but sure. Sing along with Beauty and the Beast. Starts in 2 minutes.
You probably were thinking in case it withers away.
Tom, great. Oh, here we go.
We have found Flapless. Right, so that means do you look in directly at garbage? What is the purpose of this? Just so people don't have to touch the flaps?
Yep. And if you've spent enough time around garbage cans as I have, it also helps with the amazing amount of people that don't know how to work a trash can.
Okay, that's fair. I like how you can see inside the country because we noticed that not too long ago that each of these trash cans has a label inside, so you know where it goes.
Yeah, I do have to say that some of my joys of eating food. Coming up, we can have a special look inside a trash can. We're going to do it nonchalantly. There you go. You're going to see it in action.
I have seen many people struggle with trash cans as well.
Oh, it's so entertaining. Just the ways that they try to push things. I mean, the word push has been removed from trash cans for quite a few decades, I believe.
If you don't know, you don't know. It's the first time for everyone. Remy's is back open, as is Frozen Ever After. So, yes, 95 for Remy's, 75 for Frozen.
Speaking of, bonjour.
Can you ask her if every day is like the one before?
No.
She's wearing the blue dress, too.
I was very close, and I was like, no. Very rarely do I turn down one of your requests, but that one was like, no, I can't do it.
Laughing Place says we need smell-o-vision, and Mr. Bob Miller says Disney World trash smells like magic.
Mr. Bob Newell, you may want to get that checked on.
If you mean Magic Johnson after a basketball game, perhaps. Otherwise, no.
Can you identify this movie?
That would be Bambi? No, Snow White. Is it Snow White?
Does that look like the fairest of them all?
No, but she's got animal friends. Is it Tangled?
Keep going.
Little Mermaid?
You're almost there.
Enchanted?
There you go. Who gave you the answer?
Kyle.
Okay.
Thank you, Kyle. I wasn't going to get there, by the way.
That's kind of why I was going that long.
Was not going to happen.
You know, it's always amazing how our walk and talks, even though we may stop and see shows or not, still always end up right around an hour.
It is amazing. Although we're not going to make the full circle this time, but within an hour. So.
No, I was thinking we'll make it over towards America.
Spread your golden wings. Sail on freedom's wings.
Oh, here's another princess. I'm not going to ask her about showing me the world or...
Let's see, Jasmine. Shining, shimmering, dazzling. Can you ask her where Raja is?
He'll be eating, but they're actually little girls trying to talk to Princess Jasmine.
Give them the deference for sure.
Yeah. This is one of those booths that I really enjoy because it's not Disney art. It's just an artist with some amazing art.
Yeah. It's amazing. Wonder how he does here. Not doing Disney at all. He must. He's here.
Yeah, they have quite a few in this small area. So. And I'm sure that they don't sell out of their artwork like some of the Disney pieces, but I've seen so many different artists and art styles come and go at the Festival of the Arts over its 6 years. It's always fun to see what new things they bring in.
That guy's Spirit jersey, I feel like he's got his reservations for the Halcyon all set.
When are you coming out to stay there?
Tony Betty said this the year of the Tiger. Raja has better things to do. I am not booked for the Halcyon. I suspect there is an excellent chance I will never do it in my entire life. Given the chance, I certainly would, but given the money, I'd rather spend it on multiple cruises.
Yes, we were having that discussion the other day. I mean, it is something at some point in my life I want to do it. But yeah, a Disney cruise for 5 days or a Star Cruise for 2.5 is kind of a throw out.
Like I say, I would certainly love to do it, though. I hope it is a huge success because I love the concept.
Just imagine it. This turns out into the biggest hit Disney's ever done. Imagine the Marvel. They'll tear down the Alpine Inn and have like an underground subway to the Marvel hotel. Doesn't have the same effect.
I was asking Mac about that yesterday, and he had some interesting thoughts on it. Or Monday. Oh yeah, no, you weren't there. He was sitting in for you on Monday.
Yes, I was. I did walk right by where I did that remote part talk in LaGuardia. No, I'm very excited. I feel like this month and a half alone is going to be okay. We just need to stop talking so we can appreciate this.
What is it?
It's a dinosaur rocking horse.
Okay.
T-Mac.
Exactly what it looks like.
Yep. Just perfect. And then there's a sloth one, but it moves really slow.
I hear the parrot one flies.
This one loses games. Yeah, this next few months, I mean, we just had the Icebreaker, which Tony covered last week, and I had a chance to ride yesterday, which is a lot of fun.
It's a new coaster at SeaWorld.
Correct. And then we have Iron Gwazi coming out at Busch Gardens, Tampa, which is just, I'm sure that will take one of the top spots of my coaster love. And then, of course, we have the Galactic Star Cruiser coming, and we're not that far off from Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind at this point. So it's just full force.
Full force. It's going to be an exciting time. Well, we've reached America. Now we find some wonderful place to terminate this stream.
Wow. With Extreme Prejudice?
Voices of America. No, Voices of Liberty are again performing in the Rotunda. We saw that on our last stream. It's so nice to have them back inside.
Which I may try to go in and see. I think they have a 220.
So while Jeremiah gets some water, I will remind you that please take a moment, smash the like on this stream, subscribe to our channel, ring the bell. We go live a lot, not only with walks through the park, but tons of shows as well, where we talk about Marvel and Star Wars and such. Later on today, we'll have Marvel Time, talking about the weekend Marvel news. And then tomorrow, all you Star Wars fans will definitely want to check in 4 p.m. Pacific as we talk about the latest episode of Book of Boba Fett and all things Star Wars on Who's the Boss. So,
And I will be a guest star on tomorrow's episode.
exciting.
So I'm excited for that.
So that'll be Mike Celestino, his sidekick, Rebecca Mosley, and this week's featured guest, Jeremiah Good, talking about episode 6 of Book of Boba Fett, which I have not fully seen yet, but I hear is just phenomenal. So make sure you like, subscribe, ring the bell. Thank you so much, Jeremiah, for today's tour.
Thank you, Doobie, for touring with me.
And with that, we will say goodbye from EPCOT. Oh, what were we celebrating again, Jeremiah?
The 55th anniversary of the announcement of the experimental prototype Community of Tomorrow announcement by Roy O. Disney here just down the road 55 years ago as of about a minute and a half ago or so.
So from that dream of Walt and Roy Disney to this today, not sure that even in their wildest dreams they saw Disney World becoming what it has. Hope you've enjoyed our tour today. We will see you next time.